on, Sophie. Eat those
beginning to wonder where you got to.
Oh, sorry, I'm late.
Oh, Sally was starting to panic, weren't you? Just about to phone you up.
I was not panicking. Take no notice of him. He does exaggerate.
Right, I'm going.
Right, say bye-bye to your daddy.
Mwah, see you, girls. Mwah.
I love. Mwah. See you later.
See you now.
Now, Sophie's had a bit of a tummy ache, but she's all right now. But just keep an eye on her anyway. And there's Rosie's dinner money, so... No, Daniel?
No.
Where is he?
Scotland.
Scotland? What do you mean?
Denise came on Saturday night and she took him.
What, to Scotland?
It's where she's living with that fella, Brian.
Well, did you know they were coming?
No, they just turned up.
That's awful.
I know.
Well, how's Ken?
Don't know, you can't tell. He's quiet. She had this letter from the solicitor saying that he had no rights or anything. And he reckons we should just play it by the book.
I'd be screaming and shouting me. I wouldn't let anybody near him. They'd be flipping Armageddon if anybody tried to take my two.
Now, she's dead quiet without him. He's only little, but he didn't have to fill the house.
So you're going to be stopping there then, or what?
Don't know. Mr. Barlow says we've got to see what the solicitor says. If you can expect to get him back. If you can get him back.
Flipping electric bill.
Look, is he all right in himself?
Is he eckers like? He's bored out of his brains. He's only been in 2 nights, and they say he's going to be in a few weeks. God knows what he's going to be like.
Not a lot you can do when you're flat on your back, though, is there?
Well, you see, he's never been much of a reader, you know. If he did a bit of reading, that'd be summit. But he just lies there complaining. Bank statements.
Look, there must be something that interests him. I mean, does he like murder mysteries? Or crime? Or science fiction?
Well, I don't know what he likes to read, you know, regarding reading matter about from his paper. And then you see there's visiting times. You know, you sat there for an hour, but after the first 10 minutes, you run out of things to say.
Yeah, but everybody's the same, love.
Yeah, but it makes you realise we don't sit down and talk enough, do we? All we do is argue. Oh, I don't know. Here, what's this?
What is it?
Flipping heck, is that her?
Morning.
Hey-o, what's this?
What is it?
Turnbull's catalogue. It says, Dear Mrs Duckworth, it has come to our attention that this month's instalment on your account is overdue.
Oh,
Well, that's not right. I paid you and you are the agent.
they're at it again.
Eh?
Turnbulls. Right arm not knowing what left arm's doing.
Do you know, as if I haven't enough to worry about without...
I know, I'm sorry. And I'll sort it out, Vera.
Well, I'm going to ring him and tell him.
Don't, Vera. Honest, let me. I'm going to give him a right rocket. It's happened a few times.
As if I've had enough to worry about with bills and overdrafts and...
Don't go fretting yourself, lovey. What about war? I mean, men love books on war.
Eh?
Well, I'm just thinking about your Jack. I mean, would he like a nice war novel?
Never.
Yeah, according to Kelly.
Well, I'll never understand why Ken got mixed up with Denise in the first place. She was never his sort.
How is he?
Don't know.
Well, he was asking for trouble from the word go.
And they're living in Scotland.
Scotland?
I know. I better go. I'm going to be late. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. I suppose he fancied himself with a younger woman. I mean, what basis is that for a relationship? It's the child that suffers.
We're out to Digestive, Mavis. I'm just nipping over at Road. If Fred Elliot rings...
Why should he?
No, never mind. If he rings, just tell him the truth that I've nipped out for a couple of minutes.
All right, if he rings.
If he rings. He's asked me to marry him.
What?
Fred, last Saturday night when we brought Vera home from the hospital, he's asked me to marry him.
Oh, Rita, I hope he said no.
Why, what's the matter with him?
Well, you never said yes.
I haven't said out yet.
Well, if he rings, I'll say no for you.
I'll be a couple of minutes, that's all.
Have you thought any more about what he'll do if he chucks you out?
Move back in with my mum and dad, I suppose.
Suppose.
Unless
What?
I got my own flat.
Yeah?
Except I couldn't, not on just what I earned from Webster's.
No.
Unless,
What?
well, we got a flat together. I thought, well, you know.
Well, perhaps it's best even to see what happens first, eh? I mean, if you can get Daniel back.
Let's take Rosie to school.
It's the barefaced cheek that makes you want to laugh. I mean, he hardly knows you.
I'm putting kettle on. Do you want a cup?
I mean, did you have a job keeping a straight face? I think I would have done. What did he say?
Well, I told you.
Oh, did his jowls wobble?
I don't know.
Oh, I couldn't bear him anywhere near me. It makes me feel I have to go and have a good wash just standing across the counter from him. Whatever possessed him to ask you?
Coffee? Tea? Anthrax?
Have some coffee, thank you. I mean, I just wonder whatever made him think that you would ever say yes. Still, I suppose a man like that has got nothing to lose, has he? I mean, he's been turned down by so many women in the past. It'll be like water off a duck's back.
Oh, well, in that case, it can be a turn-up for the books for him when I say yes, won't it?
What do you mean?
What I said.
Oh, you're having me on.
You know, I fancy a spring wedding.
Rita?
Well, it's like he said when he asked me, we're neither of us getting any younger. We've got to make hay while the sun shines. And I know he's not marrying me for my money, because he's got plenty of his own.
I never know when you're being serious and when you're not.
Well, that's because I see a different side to him. I see the side that treats me like a lady, won't let me pay for anything, and for whom nothing is too much trouble. It's true, you know that. He would. He'd do anything for me. And he does amuse me.
She'd be having you on.
Well, that's the point. You couldn't tell.
She'd never marry Fred Elliott.
That's what I said.
And she said just the opposite, to wind you up. I can imagine how it was. You do fall for these things, Mavis.
She said she fancied a spring wedding.
Oh, well, you are. There you are. Must be true. Ha! Smashing. It'll be a day out.
Wonder if she'll ask me to be a bridesmaid.
I expect so.
Well, it'll be a good do. I mean, Fred won't want to appear tight-fisted with all his pals from the square dealers there en masse, will he?
No, that's true.
You know, I was going to say that he's not her sort, but really it was Ted that wasn't her sort. I mean, if you look at Alan Bradley and Len, well, Fred is much more in their league. And, you know, a bit of a rough diamond.
Oh, I'd say that Fred had quite a bit more about him than either of those two. Well, there are a lot worse things she could do.
Hiya.
Hi, Mum.
Have you got any rich friends
What, me?
who'd want to give your mum £1,000?
No, sorry, Mum, I haven't.
No. Somehow I didn't think it'd be you. £1,000 left on the bar on Saturday night in an envelope with my name on it. Yeah?
Hi.
Hiya.
Hi, tonic, please, Andy.
Certainly, Deirdre.
I've told Vera that I'll work tonight, love.
Oh, what for?
Well, so she can go visit Jack.
Well, I thought you made it plain to her you were not available in the evenings.
Well, I'm not. Under normal circumstances.
Well, she's got enough hands on deck, what with young Andy and them two lasses.
Well, anyway, she asked me and I said yes.
Well, what am I supposed to do with myself?
Well, twiddle your thumbs, love. Read. Learn to play the oboe. Yes, love.
£1,000? And you've no idea who left it?
Well, there was this fella, but well, I didn't see him leave anything. And there's no reason why it should be him rather than anybody else.
It's a bit odd, isn't it?
It's creepy. If somebody, God knows why, but if somebody wanted to give you £1,000, why make a mystery of it? Would you? Hey, if I'd been that generous, I'd want everybody to know about it.
A friend of your son?
The only thing I can come up with is that our Steve has got some put by and he didn't want people to know about it, for whatever reason.
Are you going to spend it?
No fear. Well, at least not till I know where it's come from. Make sure it hasn't fallen off the back of a lorry. But if it's anything to do with our Steve, it will have, won't it?
Thanks, Mum.
Has Gilroy been in this dinner?
No, why?
I'm avoiding him. Well, actually, I think he's avoiding me.
Oh, well, that sounds like fun.
Look, do you reckon that he'd bother to sue me or something like that for breach of contract, say if I'd, what type of gig, for instance?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I did hear about that. Well, he's probably sat with his solicitor in a room full of top-notch Los Angeles lawyers right now.
Shut up.
Do visit Daniel in the interim, as often as you can. It'll look good in court.
Oh, it's such a long way.
Good. You'll be able to impress on the court how much effort you've made to see him. Keep a record of your visits. Take photographs. Oh, something tangible that you can show to the court.
So it's definitely not a waste of time, then?
It's pleadable. It speaks volumes against her that she abandoned him. If you can find people who are willing to testify, that's what happened.
Well, yes, I'm sure.
On the other hand, you shouldn't forget that 9 times out of 10, children as young as Daniel are usually put with the mother.
But she never even rang or asked to see him until now.
Postnatal depression.
It's a year since the birth.
You'd be surprised.
Look, if I don't stand a chance, then tell me. I'd rather know now.
I've told you what I think. It's pleadable. What her solicitor has said in this letter, however, is true. Because you weren't married, you have no rights at all. You should have applied for a residency order whilst you still had him.
Oh, I mean, had I known.
What also isn't going to work in your favour is the fact that you had to employ a nanny to look after him.
Well, what else could I have done?
Well, I'm just telling you how the court will view it, that's all.
I mean, I've got to earn a living.
Whereas Ms. Osborne is now in a stable relationship, which will allow her to look after Daniel herself, full time.
Yeah.
This nanny, this 19-year-old, she's still living with you?
Well, yes. Until I know how long or if I can get Daniel back. I mean, I can't just throw her out. She's been very good. She's upset.
Well, it's up to you. But the other side solicitors are liable to make more of that than you might like them to.
Well, surely they're not going to suggest that...
I told you. They'll try and make black look white if it makes you seem unfit in any way at all.
But you're feeling all right in yourself?
What the hell is that supposed to mean? I've got a broken arm, fractured flaming leg, slipped disc, flashing lights in front of my eyes, and you want to know if I'm all right in myself?
Do you like orange runs? I don't. I'll save them for you.
Since I've come in here, I've been prodded and poked. Sent a lot of flaming students round this morning to gawp at me. The painkillers have given me have no effect. Not been able to go to the bathroom.
You haven't been corking up since Saturday, I hope.
No. I've had to use a bedpan. Very embarrassing.
Do you like red ones? I don't. I'll save them for you.
What else have you brought me?
Well, these were from Betty. Oh, and Joyce has sent you these grapes.
I hate grapes.
Oh, aye. And Billy sent you a couple of books.
I hate books.
But they were books. Betty got him to root them out for you. You can start, can't you? I mean, you might learn something. You laid there all day.
Bug off.
Well, you're no company, are you?
All right. How's me pigeons?
They've left home.
Hey?
Yeah, I opened the door and they flew away. Do you know they look dead grateful?
Fear her.
No, Jamie's looking after him, isn't he? And he's dead keen. Keeps asking after you and all. Oh, and he sent you these. Little lamb. Just out of his pocket money, and he hasn't got much, has he?
What are they?
Worms.
What?
Yeah. Look, jelly worms.
Oh.
He said if you suck 'em slow, they'll last a long time.
Oh, God.
Well, I mean, it's thought that counts.
You ready for your bed bath, Mr. Duckworth?
Oh, right, aye, yeah.
Hey, hang on.
No, you go and get yourself a nice cup of tea, love, eh?
You're right, Jack, lad. Ready for your scrub? Look, I'm sorry about this, Vera, but we're a bit pushed for time, you know, so... well, you know, it won't take long, so if you want to get a coffee or something...
Oh, no, I'm all right here.
Yeah?
Evening.
Hello, Derek.
Oh, I hear congratulations may be in order, possibly.
Why, what have you heard?
That you've made a little proposal to Rita?
Has she said out? Has she said whether she's going to say yes or no?
No, not to me.
But you must have heard somewhat.
Only from Mavis. They work together, you know. They're very close. So I just thought I'd say congratulations, if it's appropriate.
You do know something.
No, I don't. Well, yes, do I now? I know what Mavis has said.
Oh, come on, Derek. Tell us.
No, it's just that Rita... Listen, if you take my advice, you'll play it very, very slowly with Rita. She'll not be rushed. If you go barging in now, demanding a yes or a no, she'll say no.
She said no. Is that what you've heard?
No. Just don't put pressure on her. Play hard to get now you've made your feelings plain. She doesn't like them too keen. I've seen it all before. Well, I've heard it all before from Mavis.
I can see the wisdom in that.
Be laid back about it, eh?
I appreciate this.
It's okay. You can do a favour for me sometime, maybe.
Just say the word. I appreciate this, Derek.
And I'll take a scratch card, love.
That'll be £1.30.
Oh, go on, I'll have one of them scratch cards and all.
I won't bother, you never win out.
Well, what are you buying them for then?
Oh, you never know.
Oh, folk do, you know, they win all the time. And we had somebody win £150, didn't we, week before last, a lorry drive?
Yes, we did.
I mean, not that I approve of gambling, because I don't.
Rita.
Fred.
Evening.
Oh, well, that's another quid down the pan.
Could I have a word?
Yes, of course.
Well, I'm doing yours.
Look, Fred,
No, don't say anything.
Get on
I thought you'd have been in sooner.
Could I say something first?
It doesn't make any difference to
Go on.
how you win, whether you do it now or when you get home.
No, I suppose it.
I think I overstepped the mark last Saturday
The whole
night.
thing about scratch
I know,
cards is that much.
Just went that bit too far.
When you buy it,
Well, with all the day's events. How is Jack? Have you heard?
then you've got this.
It's bearing up, I believe.
Good, good.
Listen, Fred, are you saying you're sorry you asked me?
No, I'm not saying that, no. It's just, well, I'm concerned that I might have seemed that bit too pushy, seeing as how we've not known each other all that long.
No. Look, Fred, I'm very touched, and
No, don't say anything. Whilst I don't regret having made my feelings plain, I don't want to put any pressure on you at all. You know my position. It won't alter, but I don't want you to say yes or no without you having taken time to mull it over properly at length.
It's only a bit of fun, isn't it?
Right.
Where's your sense of adventure?
Yeah.
Right.
But it's not a step to be taken lightly, either way.
No, of course.
Oh, well. I suppose I got...
Right. Well, that's what I wanted to say.
Right.
I don't know why I throw my money away.
Well, I've got to get on.
Yeah, I feel
I've got to meet you at the ring.
I tell you what, it's more fun.
Ta-ra.
Yeah, it's more fun banging your head against the brick wall. Here, give us another one.
Has he been in?
Hey?
Go, Rob.
Oh, no, I've told you I've not seen either of him all day.
You see, he's always in here. He's avoiding me. He's up to something, creep.
What was it for you again, mate?
Oh, it's orange juice in a pint glass, but top it up with lemonade.
Oh, he's on duty in half an hour. It's the ID.
All right.
He's got a brother in strange ways, if you were expecting him to show a bit more enthusiasm.
So then the phone rings and it's Kelly.
No!
I came back with him, but there was nothing I could do. I just felt like a spare part. I've not been back since. I mean, I rang him up to see if he was okay, but Obviously, he's got other things on his mind now.
Call round.
Oh, I don't know. It's awkward. I mean, it seems selfish going round and saying, what about us, when he's got all this to deal with.
But maybe that's what he's hoping for. He's relying on you to do all the running while he's got all this other stuff on his mind.
Now then, what's everyone drinking?
Are you?
Deirdre?
No, thanks, Sean. I won't have another one.
Go round.
Liz?
Oh, glass of red, please.
You're right.
Eh?
I'm going round there now before I change my mind.
Oh, don't take my advice, it'll all go wrong.
Hey, have you told Sean about the £1,000?
No. Well, him and Steve have never exactly seen eye to eye, so I'll wait until I've seen Steve first.
Yeah, but the long and the short of it is that my chances of getting Daniel back are slim. The law's weighted very much on her side.
What, despite...
Despite everything.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Well, I appreciate your loyalty and everything you've done for Daniel. I mean, I couldn't have coped without you, you know that.
You're not going to contest it, are you? You're going to let her keep him?
Oh, no. On the contrary, I'm going to do everything I can to get him back. But unfortunately, ironically, that means I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Why?
Oh, because it's delicate. I mean, the courts might misinterpret it. Denise's lawyers would say things that would imply that I'm an unfit parent.
What things?
Oh, come on, Kelly, use your imagination. School teacher, ex-pupil, 19-year-old girl.
That's disgusting. I've got a boyfriend.
Yeah, but I'm afraid courts resort to below-the-belt stuff. That's the point the lawyer was making. Look, if I'm going to stand a chance of getting Daniel back, I've got to be seen to be leading a squeaky clean existence. I know it's harsh on you, but I better get that. Can you get back with your parents?
Yeah, I expect so.
I'm sorry. It's not the way I wanted it, but... Well, I have to put Daniel first. He has to be the priority.
Hello?
Oh, hello.
I just wondered if you fancied a drink, or we could go for a meal even.
A bit difficult at the moment. I'm just in the middle of, Well, I've just had to tell Kelly I'm going to have to let her go.
Surely she knew that.
Yeah, I know, but she's taking it quite badly.
Well, shall I call back later?
Could we leave it for another time?
Did you see a solicitor?
Yeah. Can I ring you?
Yeah, okay. Right then.